Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session, excretion, the waste disposing system, part 6. So in the part 5, we have studied the elimination of waste materials or excretion and release of substances in plants. So plants also will excrete like animals, but the process is very slow. Okay. So a question, why weeds and wild plants are not affected by insects and pests? Because they secrete unpalatable substances, means the chemical substances which make them unedible, not eatable. Okay, that's why they successfully grow. They can compete with the normal plants, weed plants. Okay, they are called wild plants, which grows naturally. Okay. And we come across the plants. There are two types of metabolites are produced. What are they? Primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. What are primary metabolites? Primary metabolites means the metabolites which are produced as the products of metabolic activities. Metabolites means the products formed in the vital processes, life processes. So carbohydrates, proteins, fats, not only starch or glucose, they are primary metabolites in plants. Okay children. But secondary metabolites means the chemical substances which are produced for as a result of adaptation, as for special purpose, to perform special functions. Okay, they are called the secondary metabolites. The secondary metabolites are actually, they are unwanted substances, but their function is directly or indirectly helping the plant, but they are not much useful as primary metabolites. Okay, the products which are formed are also different when compared to plants, animals. In animals they are different, but in plants the products which are formed in one reaction can be utilized in another reaction. For example, photosynthesis and respiration, they are equal and opposite. The products formed in photosynthesis are glucose, oxygen and water, whereas during respiration the reactants are glucose and oxygen. What are the products formed in respiration? Carbon dioxide and water. What are the reactants of photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide and water. In this way, it is entirely different when compared to animals. The elimination of waste in the plants is entirely different. Okay. So, and we come across transpiration and guttation. Here you see guttation. Guttation is observed in some succulent plants. The water droplets passed out of the special pores at leaf margins. Water may contain sugars, salts to be excreted, like this in grass plants, like this, and in succulent plants in bryophyllum also you can see. Okay. So let us proceed children. Excretion and release of substance in plants. Let us start with the question, why plants shed their leaves and bark periodically? Okay, just like animals, certain group of animals shed their skin. In reptiles particularly you can see in snakes, lizards. Okay, the biochemical substances, answer for the question, the biochemical substances produced in plants are of two types, that is primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. The materials like carbohydrates, proteins, fats are primary metabolites. The materials which do not required for normal growth and development are the secondary metabolites. The secondary metabolites are alkaloids, tannins, resins, gums, and latex. Though plants produce these chemicals for their own use, man found the usage of these chemicals for own benefits. So they are generally brightly colored, differently colored, and with a good fragrance or different fragrance, smell, okay, aroma they possess. So why plants shed their leaves and bark periodically means these substances, chemical substances, when they are accumulated, okay, you know very well, for every cell there is a lifespan. In the same manner, okay, in order to, especially during seasonal changes, when winter is converting to summer, at that time you will see leaf fall before the festival of Ugadi. Okay, at that time what happened means to reduce the transpiration, because leaves contain stomata, water will be eliminated out. To prevent that, they shed the leaves, and new leaves, young leaves will be produced to replace the leaves, old leaves. That is one reason. Another reason is even the leaves turn yellow color. Old leaves turn yellow color. Okay, because the photosynthetic ability is lost, so that the leaves will be replaced. Even bark also, the same manner. Lenticels which are present inside the bark, they eliminate the water. Transpiration through lenticels also takes place. So to prevent that water loss, new young bark is produced. Okay, so this is one of the reasons. Let us proceed. In plants, variety of nitrogenous waste stored in the different parts of the plant. For example, alkaloids, these are nitrogenous byproducts and they are poisonous. These are stored in different parts of the plants. Common alkaloids in the plants and their uses in the form of a table is given here. Let us go through. Quinine, alkaloid name is quinine. It is extracted from the bark of Cinchona officinalis. Cinchona officinalis is the plant name. From which part it is extracted? From the bark. And it is used as an anti-malarial drug. Treatment of malaria, the oldest drug. Recently, even in the corona also, this drug is used in the starting, in the beginning. Okay, next, nicotine. Nicotine is another alkaloid, nitrogenous substance. It is extracted from the plant Nicotiana tabacum, tobacco plant. From which part of the plant? From the leaves. It is used as an insecticide. It is a bio-insecticide. In olden days, when the science and technology was not developed, organic farming, actually it was there hundreds of years ago. Now we are calling it as a special. Okay, in this organic farming, these kind of biopesticides and insecticides are used. Okay, which is extracted from the plants. Alkaloids, they are very concentrated in toxic chemicals. Naturally they are produced. Okay, they does not cause any pollution, but they are very effective in removing the, because by using the chemical pesticides and insecticides, those insects and pests, they develop the resistance if they repeatedly used. But these are different. Okay, so morphine and cocaine, it is also alkaloid which is produced from the Papaver somniferum. Papaver somniferum, opium plant. From the fruit it is extracted. The drug painkillers, this opium is used, and I see it is misused also. I use it as a drug. Okay, but the main purpose, we will use it as a painkiller. Next is serpine. It is extracted from a plant Royalphia serpentina, Sarpagandhi it is called. Okay, from the root, snake plant, snake root, from the root of the plant. it is extracted. The medicine is used for the snake bite. From ancient time we are using this. Sarpagandhi it is called. Next, caffeine. Caffeine is extracted from Caffeia arabica, for coffee plant. From the seeds it is extracted. It is used as a central nervous system stimulant. Okay, that's why whenever you drink a coffee, when you are in stress, you will get some relax to the brain because it acts on the brain. Next, nimbin is the most common alkaloid produced from the Azadirachta directa indica, neem. It is extracted from almost all parts of the plant except roots, seeds, bark, leaves. It is an antiseptic. Okay, this nimbin is used in the treatment of even chicken pox, mixed with the cumin, means turmeric, the neem extract. And this nimbin is used in the manufacture of even the soaps, different types of soaps like Margot, Medimix. Okay, children. Next, scopolamine. Scopolamine is extracted from the Datura stramonium, from the fruit. It is a sedative. It is a very wonderful drug. Okay. Next, pyrethroids. Pyrethroids extracted from the chrysanthemum, chamanti, from the flower. It is also an insecticide. Okay. So like this, see here, papaver, opium, royal fia, sarpagandhi, then Caffeia arabica, coffee, tobacco, Nicotiana tobacco leaves, datura. This is most commonly you can find. This is the fruit from which it is extracted. Okay. So this is only very limited list is given here. There are unlimited herbs, unlimited Ayurveda, the medicine. There are so many chemicals extracted from the plants can be used as a Ayurvedic medicines. Okay. Right. Next, tannins. Tannins are the carbon compounds. Alkaloids are nitrogenous compounds, but tannins are the carbon compounds. These are stored in the different parts of the plant and are deep brown in color. Tannins are used in tanning of leather and in medicines. Example, Cassia acacia. Okay, tumma. Cassia acacia. Resins. Resins are other mostly in the gymnosperms, palm trees. Okay, gymnosperms in specialized passages called resin passages. These are used in varnishes. Varnishes. Cycas and pinus are the examples of the plants. So Cassia, you can see Tangedu, regional word I am using so that you can easily identify Cassia. And acacia, tumma. Okay, pinus, palm. Okay. Next, gums. The plants like neem, acacia oozes out a sticky substance called gum when the branches are cut. Okay, for firewood we will cut these trees, so they oozes in neem and acacia. The gum swells by absorbing the water and helps in the healing of the damaged part of a plant. The gums are economically valuable and are used as adhesives. Adhesives means for stitching, for sticking, for pasting. Okay, and binding agents, for adhesives and binding agents. In a preparation of medicines also these gums are used for as a binding material. Okay, and some foods also certain types of gums, edible gums will be there. Okay, Jatropha. Jatropha plant also extract gum. Next, latex, milky substance. Latex is a sticky, milky white substance secreted by plants. Latex is stored in latex cells or latex vessels. From the latex of Hevea brasiliensis, it is called rubber plant, rubber is prepared. The rubber plant, see, latex milky white substance is extracted. Okay, it is vulcanization of rubber, some sulfur is added. Okay, there is a different process can be done to extract the rubber. Latex from Jatropha is the source of biodiesel. Do you know which part of the Jatropha is used in the production of biodiesel? The fruit part. Okay. Next, do roots secrete? Okay, some alkaloids which are produced, they may be harmful to us. Okay, like opium in large doses. Do roots secrete? Before going to that, so chewing gum, you know very well. Generally, we will for time pass. Chewing gum is a type of gum, or for chewing made dates back. That is 5,000 years ago it was made. The modern chewing gum originally made of chicle, natural latex from plant. Whenever the pollen grains enter into our body, sometimes you know very well allergies are caused. When pollen grain enters in our body, they cause allergy due to the presence of nitrogenous substances in the pollen. These allergens cause the skin allergy and asthma. Example, Parthenium. Parthenium is one plant pollen grain which causes this asthma and allergy. You will get more sneezing, then redness of eyes and watery eyes. It's an allergy, irritation. So, do plants secrete? Yes. Do roots secrete? Brueggemann, a botanist, proved from his experiments that the roots not only absorb fluids from soil but returns a portion of their peculiar secretions back into it. Okay, we can see such instances in the plants like apple, where a single apple crop for 4 to 5 years continuously in the same soil, they fail to produce the fruits. Okay, it will not give proper yield even if you use a lot of fertilizers also. Do you think is there any relation between the reduction in the yield and the root secretion? Definitely. Why do we get a peculiar smell when you shift the potted plants? Because roots secrete some chemical substances. Still research is going on this. That's why when you go to Kerala, they will give some hot water, lukewarm water for drinking. So they will use the roots of different plants. They will boil. Some antibiotics are present in the secretions of the root. Okay. Even some hair oils also made from these roots. Okay, excretion versus secretion. Let us see. Excretion and secretion are the same in nature, since both are involved in passage or movement of materials. Both processes move and eliminate the unwanted components from the body. Excretion is the removal of materials from a living being, while the secretion is the movement of material from one point to other point. So, Secretion is active while excretion is a passive in nature. Humans excrete materials such as tears, urine, carbon dioxide and sweat, while the secretion on other hand includes enzymes, hormones and saliva. Okay, secretory epithelium, the tissue. Enzymes are extracted or secreted by ducted glands, exocrine glands like salivary glands secrete saliva, liver secrete bile, pancreas secrete pancreatic juice, gastric glands secrete gastric juice. Okay, and hormones. The hormones are secreted by endocrine glands, ductless glands. Okay, they include like thyroid gland, adrenal gland, testis, ovary. Okay, pituitary is the master gland of endocrine system. They are called endocrine glands. Okay, they are deep seated, they are ductless. Okay, their secretion hormones are directly mixes with the blood and go to target organs and show their action, whereas enzymes, they travel through the ducts, small pipes. Okay, duct glands, exocrine glands, they are digestive glands, secrete digestive enzymes. Okay, respiratory enzymes, digestive enzymes, and the saliva is secreted by salivary glands. They also possess salivary ducts. Okay, so secretion is different from excretion. Secretion is active, whereas excretion is a passive in nature. In plants too, we find excretion through roots into its surroundings and falling off leaves and bark. The secretions occur in the plant body in the form of latex, resins, gums, tannins. Okay, like that, the different substances, etc. Okay, children. So this is the end of the lesson. So before going to end the video, let me briefly recall the entire lesson. Due to the metabolism, several harmful excretory products are formed, and the process of removing the toxic waste from the body is called excretion. In human excretory system, what are the parts? Kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. And each kidney composed of large number of tubules called uriniferous tubules or nephrons. They are called the structural and functional units of excretion. Structural and functional units of kidney. A nephron consisting of a glomerulus, Bowman's capsule, proximal convoluted tubule, Henle's loop, distal convoluted tubule and a collecting duct. The formation of urine involves four main stages. What are they? Glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption, tubular secretion and concentration of urine. Kidneys remove the nitrogenous waste from the body, maintains water balance, that is osmoregulation. The salt content and the pH and blood pressure in the human body is maintained by kidneys. Dialysis machine is an artificial kidney which filters the blood to remove the metabolic waste outside the body. Okay, kidney transplantation is the permanent solution to any kidney problems, renal failure problems. Both the kidneys damage means this is the permanent solution. Different animals have different excretory organs. Amoeba, contractile vacuoles, osmoregulation in function. Platyhelminths, flame cells. Annelids, nephridia. Arthropods, small pigeon tubules. Reptiles, birds and mammals, kidneys. There are no special organs for excretion in plants. Plants store different waste materials in the leaves, bark, roots, seeds which fall off from the plants. Plants metabolites are two types. Primary metabolites, what are they? Proteins, carbohydrates and fats. Secondary metabolites, alkaloids, tannins, latex, and resins. So these are the economically important substances extracted from the plants. Excretion is the removal of material from living beings, whereas secretion is the movement of materials from one point to other. Okay, children, this is the entire story of excretion, the waste disposing system. Yeah, read the textbook. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for getting latest updates.